Anthony, another fantastic win away from home. The lads must be buzzing.
Yeah, they are. It's an happy changing room, because I think with the amount of draws we've had doesn't really show how well we've done at the start of the season so far. So to get a good result, any win doesn't matter. I mean, you want to win 2s and 3s and 4s, but going away from home, 2 games on the bounce, winning 1-0, it's an awful surface, that. It's an awful stuff, and that's nothing against the people putting the surface down. It's just that we don't play on it, we don't train on it, and getting used to the bounce and the roll of the ball and the dimension of it are tough. But I thought we adapted really well. But first half we were outstanding. 0-0 again at half time, and you're thinking, how's it going to go second half? But we were 1-0 up at half time. Came out for the second half, hoping to show a bit more composure than we did in the first half, because we had some good chances first half. Again, create so many chances, but at 1-0 you're always going to be under the cosh. You see what Bradford are about, committing bodies forward, building pressure, trying to get set pieces. But our defending from set pieces, from crosses in general, was unbelievable. Really, really good. And then overall play, our performance was really, really steady.
I think I told you everything you need to know. The fist bumps from Joe Tate at the end, because he led by example. He got the armband and led that defence and put his body in the line more than once.
Yeah, and I think there's a bit of anxiety amongst the group because of the amount. We've played 5 games and unbeaten. Everyone's like, good start, but we've only won 1. So it falls the other side, and you lose. You've won 1, drawn 4, lost 1, and it doesn't look a great start on paper. So we've got what we deserved. Maybe not in the 4 column at the minute, but we don't want to use grinding out wins, because we're dominating games and winning 1-0. But as I say, at 1-0 you're always going to be under pressure against sides like that, with a big man up top where they can build pressure, little flick-ons that cause problems. But you've got to stay disciplined, and that's what we've done. Listen, the back 4 that finished the game was entirely different back 4 that's played the last 5 games, so it shows you how strong the squad is. Finn Dawson's gone from right back to centre back to left back. Joe Cummins has come in for his debut, was outstanding when he came on. Michael Ledger started with his debut, and yet we still looked as solid as we did, with James Curtis in there and Scott Duxbury in there. So a really pleasing defensive performance, and going forward on the counter and in possession we look really good.
Those are the kinds of wins, though, aren't they? Those gritty ones away from home that can make the difference when you're looking to achieve what we are this season.
Yeah, well, you're always on the back foot away from home. The opposition, the home team, are always on the front foot, whether it be through the crowd or just the way the team's set up a little bit different, a little bit more gung-ho, I suppose, at home. So again, I'm not going to say we ground out wins, but to win 1-0 is perfect. From me and Ackers and the goalkeeper coach Martin are both buzzing. The fact that it's a clean sheet, it's 1-0. We want to be 2-0, but you want to be 3-0 up and being able to express yourselves, and that'll come. At this moment in time, we're showing how dogged and resilient we can be. We're showing that other side of our game, but we're also showing how good we are, because we're performing well. These are not games where everyone's looking and going, well, could fall the other way. We're looking really sharp. We're creating so many opportunities, it's ridiculous. And the front 3 look a real threat together in Glenn, Jude and Jordan.
Jude took the headlines again with a win, and it wasn't quite as spectacular as the one at Leamington, but it was still beautiful in construction, wasn't it? And he took it away well. Brilliantly.
Well worked goal, and to be honest, we're only scoring good goals at this moment in time. We're not scoring scrappy goals. Thought it was a perfect ball from Legend to Jordan, great run from Greeny, beautiful ball front post, and we work it on it all the time, then front post runs. Glenn Taylor is a marked man in this league. He's the most well-known number 9 in non-league football, or up there with them. Defenders are always on the lookout for him, so when you've got other players making them runs, they're not picking them up. So actually, Glenn, being on sort of the little drought that he's on, he's playing in our favour, because we've now got 5 goals between the other 2 forwards either side of him. If someone had told you it would be where we are in the table unbeaten and Glenn Taylor hasn't scored a goal, no one had believed it. But the other side of it is Glenn's had so many chances to get himself in so many good areas. It's only a matter of time before, once it goes in, he's going to get an absolute hatful again. But his performances overall have been superb. The 2 wide lads, I don't want to call them wide lads, 2 inside forwards are getting good opportunities, and the lads that are coming on to replace them in Charlie Watt, Jordan Preston, are a real threat and live wires when they come on to adapt and change to the game.
4 points from the bank holiday weekend, is that a return you're happy with?
I think you look at the bigger picture from the first 6 games, so we always look to block it off, and you've got 10 points or 6. Generally, if you've got 2 points per game over the season, you'll probably go and win the league. We've got 10 from 6, some tough away games that we've had away at Hereford, Leamington and obviously here. The disappointment is the 3 draws at home, but again, in terms of performance levels, we're more than happy. Some tough games coming up now with the likes of Kiddie and Chester, but we put ourselves in a decent position and gives ourselves a good chance to push on for the rest of the season now.